What is up, Cabbage Crew? It is Matt and John here, Cabbage Crew Podcast, episode 22. And today we're going to be doing a tier list for our Nickelodeon shows that we watched as children. Maybe we still watch them. Maybe we don't. I know one of them we still watch. We're going to do a tier list. We're going to discuss discussions and arguments about where they may lie. This is going to be our collective tier list, so anything we disagree on, we will pretty much be the middle ground. We'll find a middle ground of where it's going to lie. And we also have a category for if neither of us saw the show, because there are a lot of Nickelodeon shows, then we're going to place it on there. John, you went on vacation last week?
Yeah. Yes.
Any fun stories to tell us?
I had 10 Icelandic hot dogs, and while I was over there, it beat my previous record of 8. And I recently found out that that a common term for hot dogs now are glizzies. I just now found that out, and so because my buddy Michael was like, "Oh, you're the glizzy gobbler now," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, I am the glizzy gobbler." And so, yeah, I mean, it was a great time. Lots of hiking. Hiked up a 8-mile. Hiked 8 miles to see a volcano that previously erupted last year. It was the volcano that a few of our friends hiked up the day of the eruption while we were there last year. And it was very rough terrain. I was not ready for the hike, to put it bluntly. Like, I can do 8 miles walking, but the first 1.5 to 2 miles was all incline, and it took a lot out of me. It was a lot. Even those football days that we've been doing did not prepare me for that incline. And so hiked up to see the volcano. Went to both lagoons that Iceland is known for. So the most famous one is Blue Lagoon. It's the lagoon closest to the airport as soon as you land, and that's where a lot of people, as soon as you land, they go to do that first. And then the other lagoon I went to was Sky Lagoon, and that's more of a man-made lagoon where the locals go to in downtown Reykjavik. Blue Lagoon's more natural. It's heated by the geothermal earth from the volcano near it, called Grindavik. And the food was amazing. We tried had whale again. Had 10 Icelandic hot dogs. Had 10 glizzies. The glizzy gobbler struck again. And went to this fancy-ish restaurant near the water called Steakhouse. And they serve whale, they serve horse, and it's a great meat place. They have a New York strip. They got good steaks, all that good stuff. So while we were there, we tried whale and horse. They were both prepared in a steak-like manner. The whale was a sirloin. It was prepared like a sirloin steak. The only difference is that as you're chewing it and swallowing the whale, it has that fishy aftertaste. But other than that, it's a steak. And then horse was actually better than the whale. The whale was good. It was very good. But horse was actually the taste and flavor of it was super good. And all these things are illegal to eat in the U.S. And we did this on July 4th on Independence Day. Exactly. So we went to the Sky Lagoon in Reykjavik, and then after that we went to the steakhouse to eat foods that you can't eat in the U.S. So what better way to celebrate Independence Day abroad by eating foods that you can't have in the U.S.
Beautiful.
And so, yeah, it was a very good time. Did a lot of hiking, a lot of driving. Saw lots of waterfalls. Beautiful, beautiful country. Very underrated. Anyway.
Yeah, you need to take me next time, John. I'm a little jealous that I know this time was you and some other friends, but you gotta take me next time.
It was just one friend, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Next time you go, bring your boy. We can do a Cabbage Crew trip.
Next year we'll do it.
I'm down. I have to get a
passport.
Passport. But
yes.
Yeah, I'm down. 100% down.
If you want, if you want to do Iceland, like
no, I would. I mean, especially because you've been there before, you can kind of be my tour guide.
Sure.
Awesome. Well, I had an exciting week as well.
Did I ask you about your weekend?
I actually really didn't, to be honest. You did not, but I didn't really do anything, to be truly honest. So it wasn't really exciting. Oh man. All right. Well, let's just rock and roll. Let's just dive in. We do have a whole list. Do we want to talk about
the call where you were like?
Oh, I don't really remember it, but yeah. I was kind of busy. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember what I said, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty funny. So this list, a lot of these I've no, I mean, we're not going to tell a good story that way. We're not going to know what exactly we said.
Okay, whatever.
Basically, Don said, "I'm back, everybody," and I said, "I don't care." without trying to say it, like accidentally saying that. Yeah. So, if you got through that story, guys, subscribe to the Cabbage Crew podcast. We do Avatar: The Last Airbender. We do cartoons, anime. We just do a bunch of stuff, but mainly Avatar: The Last Airbender. But we're expanding. We're playing around with different things. So subscribe.
Indeed.
Try to get to 100. We've been in the 90s for a while. It feels like we've been in the 90s for a minute.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's rock and roll with this first one is I can't really read a lot of these because it's kind of what is that?
I can read them. Ren and Stimpy.
Go ahead. You read. Yeah, because it's really small for me.
All right. So
I've never seen the show.
I have. I didn't watch it religiously. I just saw a few. I've seen a few episodes. Objective opinion, I'd say high C, low B. But you decide. It doesn't really matter to me where.
I'll put it in the C. I'll put it in the C list to start us off because I feel like if you've only seen a couple episodes, it's hard to give it a full B if you haven't seen the entire series, unless you loved what you saw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This ad's really kind of all right. Doug.
B. For me.
Doug's a classic. Personally, man, I would give it a C. I don't think Doug is on the same level as some of the greats. No, I mean like Doug was remember that like blue guy, like his rival?
Yeah, it was Skeeter.
No, that was his friend.
That's the blue guy.
His friend was Skeeter.
I know.
Yeah, there's another like. Yeah, that Skeeter was like a green.
The bully guy?
Yeah.
The bully was Roger.
And I remember that like lake. The only thing I remember from Doug, to be honest, is that lake creature movie.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. It was a good movie.
That's like the only thing I remember from Doug. It was a good movie, but I don't remember anything else from Doug.
Neither do I.
I don't think. Neither do you. We'll give it a C. I mean,
I remember I tried watching a few episodes of like the pilot and a few of the like early stuff. It was hard to it was hard to follow.
Oh, do we give it a D then? I'm not a big Doug guy. Like, let's give it a D. The movie saves it because the movie's the only thing I really remember, and it was good. But everything else
Okay.
is like very vague,
Okay.
and that's because it
Okay.
came out super late.
I mean,
yeah.
I would put it at C, but that's fine. Rugrats, that is A objectively.
A classic. No, Rugrats. I can't give Rugrats an A.
You have to give Rugrats an A.
I cannot.
It's a classic. It's objectively like an A. I wouldn't put it at S, but it's an A.
Oh yeah, there's an S. Okay. I'll give it an S. Oh yeah, I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. I forgot there's a group above A.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rugrats. Again, a really good, memorable movie. Remember Rugrats in Paris?
There's a lot of movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Rugrats in Paris. Who lets the dogs out?
Yes.
And then like so and then the one where like Tommy hated Dill, like his new baby brother, and he like hated him.
Yeah.
And like they were like lost in the woods or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need to watch that.
And
I need to watch that movie.
the Wild Thornberrys crossover.
Yes, and the Wild Thornberrys crossover.
There's
I don't remember anything about that. I remember that was a thing.
That song. Do you remember that song?
No.
Oh, it was in the crossover. But no, great great song, or great show. Like I remember several episodes. Like I know like around Mother's Day, my like Facebook feed gets a lot of like Rugrat like videos of like tell your mother happy Mother's Day, and then they show like the Mother's Day episode with Chucky. It's very, very
heartbreaking, man.
Yeah, it's very.
I remember the Rugrats in Paris because that's when they meet his stepmom.
Yes, Kiki,
and I forgot his. I don't remember, and his stepsister, and I remember the beginning of that, the mother and son dance.
Yes.
Or the mother children dance, and his mom was obviously passed away, so like the father dances. Oh my god, ooh, emotional damage. Rocco's modern life. I vaguely remember this, but I don't think I watched it.
I don't know if I've seen an episode. If I did, it was like one episode.
I haven't seen.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen it. Same with Real Monsters. I've never seen that.
I have seen it, but I don't remember anything about it.
All right, we'll go with haven't seen. If you don't really remember anything. Yeah. Now, Hey Arnold.
I put it in S.
You put it in S.
I put it in S. You're gonna say A, aren't you?
I'm gonna say A.
That's
why I almost would put Rugrats in B because it is better than Rugrats. But I don't know if Hey Arnold's the best of the best.
Well, here's the thing: there can be like several best of the best, and
okay. No,
I'm just saying. Me personally, I would put Hey Arnold at S because there can be several of those. Just not
I think that.
Too many.
Yeah, I think Hey Arnold is all the criteria that you need to be in an S tier. Hey Arnold got it. Got the emotional, deep parts. It has some good story stuff.
It's at
good
D.
Characters, like memorable characters. Is that D? So yeah, I would say I agree. Hey Arnold would be S.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of wish I remember I was dating a girl in college, and for some reason we would always watch Hey Arnold.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We would always watch Hey Arnold. Yeah.
It's a great show. I mean, I've last time I watched it, last time I watched it was in college too, or right after, because it was on Netflix. It was a good a good.
It's still on Netflix.
It's on Paramount. It's on Paramount Plus now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yep.
Kablam.
Never seen it.
Never even heard of this show, to be truly honest.
Yep.
I kind of recognize the kids. Angry Beavers.
B.
I've never seen the show.
You've never seen it?
No. You like
That's
Angry
for sure.
Beavers?
I like it. It's a good show. It's a B. It's
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny. It's comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
I mean, it's a show about two beavers.
Oh, classic here.
Cat Dog.
A. It'll be a low A or a
You're
high
handing
B.
out A's like it's candy.
No,
I was gonna say a B.
It's high B or low A is where I would put it. So
yeah, we'll put it in the B. Yeah, it's just
put it ahead of Angry Beavers though.
Well, it's not left to right.
What? It isn't?
It's not left to right. It's a tier list. It's not left to right. It's they're in the same class. Neither of them are better than the other.
No, but that's how they judge it though, in terms of like what B, like which spot in B is how you do it.
I can't even do it. I think it's just the order you put them in. Oh, okay, maybe not. All right. Okay.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't really tell you what like any storyline in that show. I remember there was that rat that
Which
blue rat.
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny. It like obviously cat and dog are different personalities and they're in the same body and they try to have to it's funny. There's bullies and like it's like think of like Scooby-Doo, like Scooby and Shaggy but in cat dog form.
What was the rat's name?
Reginald.
He's the only one. Winslow.
Yes.
Winslow. He's the only thing I remember that from that show. I remember it was a fun little show though.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that is at all.
I don't know either.
I figured. Wild Thornberrys, another classic.
B.
Yeah, I agree. I remember that monkey Darwin, right? Was the monkey's name?
Darwin. Yeah.
And then the random little child they find in the woods. Is it better than Cat Dog?
Ooh.
I would say yes because
it's better than Angry Beavers.
Yeah, I would say it's better than Cat Dog because I don't remember any time a Cat Dog having episodes that were like emotional and like character depth, where like Wild Thornberrys did.
Yeah. I mean, I'll agree.
What was the dad's name? The dude with the big nose and
Nigel.
Like Eugene or something, right?
It was Nigel.
Nigel Thornberry. Yes.
in the
that show, man. That show is
in the Rugrats crossover, Tommy calls him Nigel Strawberry.
Yes. Rugrats. Not Rugrats. I'm sorry. Rocket Power.
Yeah. I know you like this show a lot. I also
personally have to put this today.
I disagree with that. I put it at B.
You put it at B.
I do. Because
so you like Rugrats more.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like I definitely Rocket Power. Like there's way more shows that I'd even put it behind the Wild Thornberrys, to be honest with you. I think that in terms of all these shows, like they're all objectively good, but it's about which ones are better. And if you're gonna say down the line, that Rocket Power is like, and let's just say we put it an A right now, and then like we keep adding A's, you're gonna see that Rocket Power is going to go down.
No, yeah, I can agree with that. The reason I would put it ahead. No, I can understand that. The reason I would put it ahead of Wild Thornberrys, though, for me, is that it's a little bit more memorable and a little bit more fun.
Well, Cat Dog's a lot more fun than Wild Thornberrys. Like that.
Yeah,
like,
but Rocket Power. The reason I put Wild Thornberrys ahead of Cat Dog, Cat Glizzy, is because Wild Thornberry had some emotional parts, but so did Rocket Power. So Wild Power did hit the beats of like high emotional episodes, and then they also had the fun stuff.
I mean, we can revisit. I'll be happy. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll let it.
Okay.
Stay there. Well, we already know.
You'll let it skate by. Rocket Power pun. SpongeBob. I'm gonna say.
We know. We know it's an F tier. We know it's F. It's S, Matt.
Yeah, bottom of the S. I'm not a huge SpongeBob guy, but I will admit that I like it more than Rugrats, and it is on the S tier. I think Hey Arnold's better.
It depends on what you're looking at, right, and what you're valuing. Like after Avatar, I would say SpongeBob was my Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
Hey Arnold was probably my third, but that's just because like everyone can quote SpongeBob. Like it's the most quotable show like that Nickelodeon has.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I would personally, unfortunately, like put that ahead of Hey Arnold. But Hey Arnold has way more emotional stuff than SpongeBob does for sure. But
that's why I'm like for me to be an S tier, you almost have to have emotion. Like it's a combination of fun stories. It doesn't have to be one continuous plot. It could be an episodic thing, but good stories, easy to follow, fun, funny, some emotional things too, good characters. I don't know if SpongeBob hit the emotional stuff, but he does everything else pretty well, like top tier.
What do you mean?
Like I couldn't tell you too many emotional parts in SpongeBob, emotional scenes and like emotional growth from characters, right? But because it hits the fun and entertaining, 25 minutes of entertainment and funny and like you said, very quotable, fun scenes and memories, like because and characters really. I mean, the characters are kind of not like there's not a lot of depth to the characters, but like you very much know what a character is. Because of that, it does all of those so well that it kind of carries the non-emotional stuff,
Correct. It carries
it to S tier.
And again, it's about personal preference.
Right.
And so,
yeah.
So
as told by Ginger.
Low B is where I'd put it, like a low
what?
B. I'd put it low B.
Really? You put that? Yeah. I think you're very high. I was gonna say we'll put it in C tier. So I was gonna say D.
Okay. I liked the show.
I mean, personally, it's just.
I liked the show. I was into it. It was more of a girl show at the time, obviously, but like it was it had some emotions. She was liking a guy. She liked. It was like it's basically about her diary. Her diary was like the episodes.
Right.
I mean, that's just.
I'm gonna put it ahead of Ren and Stimpy because you like it more than Ren and Stimpy, right? Because you put it in B tier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to be as objective as I could because like I do like it, but I know it's not the you know, and it's not the A tier, it's not the S tier, but like I thought it'd be like a low, like towards the tail end of B at the very highest. So like C's
Okay.
fine, I guess.
Okay. I vaguely remember Action League now, but not enough to remember anything about it.
I don't know anything.
I do remember it was like an interesting show. I just don't know. I couldn't tell you one thing. I just remember it. Invader Zim, which to be honest, I did not know was Nickelodeon. I didn't even know it was Nickelodeon.
I knew it was Nickelodeon. That is tough because that's like a cult classic. That is, not many people know about it, but if you do know about it, like it is a fan. I would not put it. I would put it ahead of.
So I didn't watch the series.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't watch the series. I just watched a few episodes because one of my friends growing up loved it. But I will say, for what I saw, for me, it's kind of in the realm of like a cat dog. And this is not, but a cat dog, Ed and Eddie, like the funny, goofy comedy that has like adventure to it. So I would. You're saying ahead of cat dog? I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man, we're gonna hit a couple classics in a row here. Fairly Odd Parents.
You gotta go S.
Yeah, I agree. Now, is the question Hey Arnold or SpongeBob?
It's right where it needs to be.
Right there?
I would say so.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Jimmy Neutron.
It's like a personal S tier for me, but I feel like it's more of an A tier. So like I'll say A. Like I'll try to be as objective as.
I agree. I would say A as well, or high B. Yeah. And I personally like it. I like it more than Rugrats. So would you mind would you be
that's fine
with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Like I said, like personally,
Jimmy Neutron was fun.
Like personally, it makes my S tier, but like in terms of trying to be as objective to it, because you can't have everything at B. Well,
this is a personal list. It's a personal list.
Then it
that's fine. I mean, even if you put it at the bottom of your S, I would put it in A, so we can put it at the top of A.
Then that's where it goes. Then okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, Jimmy Neutron is we talked about this before. Very, very underrated show. Really fun concepts. Like I remember the gum he would chew, and he would learn about a book by chewing the gum. Like every episode had a really cool invention and a concept to it. Wasn't it a movie?
Carl and Sheen.
Yeah, it wasn't it a movie at first, and then they made it into a show?
It was. It was Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius that was made into a movie. It was like the alien invasions. There's little green gobbly gooks.
Yep.
I forget what their names are, like the alien name, but they were invading Earth, and like it was about them saving the planet, and I just remember that big chicken hatching and doing the chicken dance.
Oh my gosh, dude! And what was her name? Cindy was Cindy, like his like friend that like liked him. I think she liked him. He didn't. I don't remember exactly how
they were mortal enemies, quote unquote. Like they were enemies, but like they they eventually liked each other and like.
Okay, it was mortal enemies.
Cindy always had a crush on him. Jimmy liked her like deep down. Yeah, I mean it was like one of those things. So. It spawned into a show.
And then the crossover they had with Timmy Turner and the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes. The Timmy Jimmy Power Hour. The Jimmy Power Hour. There,
Oh man, Timmy
there was
Jimmy.
also another movie.
Yeah.
There was another movie.
Mhm.
I forget what the name of the movie was, but it was the where they play the game show of like Survivor. Do you remember? They get selected by like an alien out of planet game show, and it's like Earth. It's like the Earthlings versus the so like other planet names, and uh,
Uh,
the game show host was voiced by Tim Allen.
really? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
It was only like an
Funny.
hour 20-minute movie, like it was very short.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
it
get
was like a
like,
show movie. Yeah.
yeah, like they have to win, like the Earth, like you have to win in order to save your planet, and if you lose, your planet gets destroyed.
Oh man, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, look it
Cool.
up. You'll know what I'm talking about.
So let's move on to Chalk Zone, which I loved Chalk Zone.
I
I
did
thought the
too.
concept was awesome.
Yeah,
I would put it S tier. Yeah. I mean,
that is way too high.
that talking about underrated shows, man. Like not
I get
not enough people.
I get that. I agree that it's underrated. Um, I personally would put it at B.
You would put it at B.
I would. It's underrated. Like you're saying the
Okay.
right things. I agree with you, but just not as high. I would.
Well, I think I'm a. I. Okay.
Just because like there's
Underrated.
other like great
Yeah.
shows is why I would.
No, that's fine. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because there's a new movie coming out called like I mean, I'm gonna be butchering this name, but something in the purple crayon.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's based off maybe a book,
I've heard of it.
and it's the same concept. Someone can draw. Someone has like a magical crayon, and they can draw things, and those things come to life in the real world.
That's
I don't know.
cool.
I have no idea what the story's about. But I just saw
Okay.
a trailer for it, and I thought Chalk Zone, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was a real fun show.
Oh, I loved it.
But I'm
Yeah.
okay with the ranking. What was his friend's name? The blue guy?
Who? For All Grown Up?
The Chalk Zone. What was the friend's name? No, Chalk Zone.
I don't remember. I remember liking the show a lot though whenever it came out.
Yeah, I guess that's another reason why you can't put it in S tier because we can't remember. I can't even remember the characters' names. Rudy Snap, I think was his name.
I don't remember that name.
Maybe. I'm kind of. Rudy was the main character. Yeah, and Snap was the friend. Huh. The blue guy. Okay. All Grown Up.
I know where you're going to put
this.
I know exactly where you're going to put this. You're going to
Where am I
say
going to put this?
You're going to say C for All Grown Up. I'm going to say bottom of B.
To be honest, I was actually going to put it in an S. No. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I was actually, yeah. C. It's tough because C. I don't remember enough about this show to say it's definitely better than the two shows I don't really remember, which is As Told by Ginger and Ren and Stimpy. I would be okay with doing a low B.
You can put it at C if you want. I mean,
high C.
Yeah, like if you, because if I'm reflecting now, and it was directed poorly.
I just don't
Like,
remember anything. The concept's cool. I just don't remember one thing about it. Like, I remember
yeah, I mean,
watching a couple
obviously it's about
episodes, and
them
that's it.
growing up and being like adolescents, but
Yeah.
but I remember it. I remember them getting like not scene cuts too short, but they cut scenes that didn't make sense. Like
Mm,
they ended scenes when it didn't make sense, and so
gotcha.
yeah, I'd give it to C.
Teenage Robot. My
I
life is a teenage
personally
robot.
I personally like this one, but I would say this one definitively bottom of B.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't remember too much about the bottom three of the list right now as it stands.
Okay.
Invader Zim, Cat Dog. I would probably put it right under Wild Thornberries.
But have you seen the show?
Yeah. No, I remember the show.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Invader Zim, I remember watching maybe half a dozen episodes. Cat Dog, I remember watching a lot of Cat Dog, but because it was so non-plot driven, I
Yeah.
guess you could say, like I don't remember anything about it when it comes to like anything besides just this goofy cat and this like dog that like, or this goofy dog and this cat that was kind of serious. And then I never
Right.
watched Angry Beaver, where like I remember Teenage Robot. Like I
Okay.
remember my life as Teenage Robot enough
Okay.
to be like I liked it, you know.
Yep.
So I would put it there.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think it's perfect placement.
Okay. Another just great
Banger.
show, Danny Phantom.
Banger.
A banger.
Yeah, I put it at S.
Me too.
Okay.
Now it's just about where an S. So let's see what the S's are right now.
Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm. I put it above Fairly Odd Parents, but I would not go further.
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you.
Boom.
Yeah, because it's just like it was more of a story. I think it took itself a little bit more serious, which obviously it's Nickelodeon, it's just fun stuff. But like you kind of always, when you watch Fairly Odd Parents, kind of reminds me of like Pokemon in a way of like how they story did it. Like it was
Yeah.
never like every episode you kind of knew like all right at the end they're not stealing Pikachu, and like
Right.
it was like Fairly Odd Parents was kind of the same. It was like you're a third through the show and you're like I already kind of know how this is going to end. It's a fun little plot they're making for the episode.
Right.
And it was and where it's like Danny Phantom like had like consequences and character arcs and
Yep.
villains that you were actually afraid might ruin the day.
Right.
And so I think that's what made Danny Phantom a little bit better than same, very similar when it came to like tone, I guess you could say. A little bit darker, but
And not to mention the theme song was badass.
yeah. Fairly Odd Parents had a pretty good theme song.
They did too.
Yeah. I don't know what this show is. X.
I've seen one episode, if that. I so haven't seen as
if
well.
if that. Cat Scratch, never seen.
I have seen, and I watched the show pretty extensively. Really? Yes. It was a later show. It came out like in 05, 06.
Okay.
I hate putting things at B all the time, but like that's where I'd put it.
Well, okay, so Angry Beaver, do you think it's better or worse?
Yeah, it's better.
We're putting it in between Angry Beaver and Cat Dog?
Yes.
Okay. If it would let me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I would say Avatar.
That is an F. That's F. F. That show, like,
skip this part. Okay.
no. That show sucks. It deserves the hate that it gets. Oh wait, we're talking about the show.
If you guys just, if you just want to, we'll just skip that. If you want to know our opinions of Avatar, just watch the first 21 episodes of this series of this podcast. El Tiger. I remember seeing like commercials for El Tiger. Never watched
it. El Tigre, you
El
imbecile.
Tigre. I'm sorry. I can't read. It's really small because I have like 3 split screens going on. El Tiger. Oh my God. El Tigre.
If any of you are Spanish speaking, I apologize. This is. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
El Tigre. El Tigre. I'll put it C. I remember some episodes. There wasn't anything spectacular. I put it at C.
Well, but low C or D? So it's better than Doug?
No. I mean, because like I value Doug more. So I think it goes. I think it goes to C though.
Okay.
So.
Because I remember, I think you put Doug low C, didn't you? Or like mid C, and I put it at D, and we put it at the top of D.
That is true.
Okay. Tack and the Power. Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean,
finish your argument.
But that's the thing. Like me personally, I think Doug is, or I think Doug is better than El Tigre. But like, since it's where it's at, I think objectively that's just where it should be.
Yeah.
Even though I think Doug is better. But,
okay.
Yeah. But Tact and the Power of Juju. Tact and the Power of Juju, I say is D.
I'll agree with that because I remember playing the game, but I remember the show coming out, and my brother loved the game. And I remember the show came out, and he was like super disappointed in the show.
Yes,
so
the game was,
I will.
Good. Yeah, the show. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Funny story. So my grandmother, was over for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And my brother was like 2 years younger than me. 2 years younger than me. So we, and my brother's birthday is like end of. October, and that was roughly when the game came out, and we had Thanksgiving, so it was one of those like, hey, we got you one last present because the whole family's here kind of thing. And so it might have just been his birthday, maybe it wasn't even Thanksgiving, I don't know, but I feel like it was. But so my my stepdad, and he's kind of he likes messing with people, I guess. He was like, knew that my brother really wanted this game that just came out, so he got him Tack and the Power of Juju, but my brother opened it, and it was just a bobblehead of Tack Juju, and he was like, "This is what you wanted, right? Like this is like this character you really like." And he's like, no, that's like an action figure you really wanted. And he's like, no, the game, Dad. he's like, no, but you can play with this. And it was just a bobblehead that came with the game. and my grandmother was over, and she had a couple of drinks of wine, and she's like, Joey, you need to be more respectful and appreciate what your father gave you. And she's like yelling at my brother. He's like crying because he didn't get the game. And then my stepdad's like, no, I got you the game, buddy. But, it was pretty funny. All right, so Barnyard, I don't remember anything of.
I remember seeing a few episodes, and I think it's a D, if not F.
Well, we'll give it an F.
Sure, because like the movie, it was a movie, and then it came into a show, and they tried to make, and a lot of people liked the movie, and then the show came out, and it was hit or miss for some people. And I never saw the movie, but like I remember seeing a few episodes of the show, and I thought like, what the hell am I watching? So,
well, it's the first time either of us ever mentioned F, besides the joke for Avatar. So because you just mentioned it might be an F, I'm going to throw it as an F.
That's fine.
Don't even know what the show is, but I can't even read it.
Mighty B.
Mighty B. The
I remember a few of the. I remember a few of the episodes, but like, or sorry, I remember watching a few of the episodes, but I don't remember like anything.
Okay, well, just haven't seen. Same wheelhouse with Making Friends. I have no idea. I've never even seen this show.
Know. Yep, no idea.
That must have came out recently or something. Again, you're kind of going for some of these things that might have come out recently. Preschool Days.
Yep, nope.
No idea what that is.
Never seen it.
What is that? What even random? I don't even know what that says. Random cartoon? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
Penguins of Madagascar. I've never seen it. I do like Madagascar, and I think the penguins are fun, but I've never seen the show.
It goes to C. I've seen a few of the episodes. C would probably be a
C. Yeah. Better or worse than El Tigre?
Better. Yeah, better. Yep.
C's mainly you, man, and you've seen all these. I haven't. So is it better than Ren and Stimpy?
No, I don't think so. So yeah, just above LP, right? What I would say.
Okay.
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I've never seen that show.
I have, but not religiously. I barely remember anything of it. So you can go to. Haven't seen. You can go to haven't seen because I don't. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Planet Sheen, I've never seen. That was kind of a spinoff, and it was kind of past my prime, past my Nickelodeon shows, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where like we should put it and haven't seen, but I feel like this was an F failure thing.
Okay.
But like I haven't seen it, and you haven't seen it, but like but not many people have talked about. Yeah, like it's like you know what I'm saying.
I hate to go off of what we feel like the show is instead of saying, you know, never seen this show. I haven't seen the majority of the shows that are coming up here, so I'm just gonna put this here. Never seen it. Fine. Never seen it. Kung Fu Panda, the show. Never seen it.
No.
Let's just skip some of the ones we have seen because there's so many. So Boy, never seen it. Turtles, have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, this is just all past our. I think it went in order. It goes in order of when it came out, right? So like Monsters and Aliens, never seen it.
No.
Yeah, so we're. I mean, to be honest, these are all shows that came out. What the hell just happened? Those were all shows that just came out. The only one I saw out of all those is Mattress Firm. Why is a Mattress Firm? Let's just. I mean, at this point, have you seen any of these shows besides Korra? Because these are all.
No.
The order was when they came out, right? So Korra came out when we were in college. Right. So none of these shows we saw.
Well, Korra came out. Korra came out whenever I was in high school. Still,
you were in high school. I was in college. Yeah. But still, like you weren't sitting down and watching those Nickelodeon shows.
I would put Korra. I would not put it at S. I'd put it at A. I would put it ahead of Chalk Zone.
I would still put. I would put it at the bottom of S. To be honest, I think it's better. I think it's better than Jimmy Neutron.
No.
Yeah. Let's put it at the top of A. Yeah, man.
No,
Still the characters, the story, the villains, the action. It's still the lore. It's still better than Jimmy Neutron.
I highly disagree.
I would say it's the bottom of S. I'll meet you halfway and say it's the top of A. But I cannot say Rugrats is better than.
I'll have to live with that.
This isn't Avatar or else I have a better channel. Just deal with it. But anyway, yeah. So, and we're not going to go talk about the other ones because these are all things that were released way past our I mean, these shows came out. I can't. I mean, obviously, there's a couple spin-off things like Patrick Star and
but
we have like a remake of Rugrats, but none of it looks like something that I've never seen and heard of. All of it.
Right.
All right. Well, so there's our tier list. I like it. I mean, like,
what Cabbage Crew? What do you think of our list? Comment below. What changes would you make? Do you agree? Disagree? Have you seen the shows that we haven't seen? Down below.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the spinoffs of Patrick Star and Camp Coral and the Rugrats spinoff? Please comment below. And please subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. And because here's the thing, we lost 2 subscribers. We need to gain them back.
Yeah, we lost. We went on vacation and we came back and people left. So we need to get those numbers up. All right. Well, good episode. Yes, like John said. Comment below what you kind of agree with, disagree with on this list. All right, John. Till next time.
22.